New from Connect Systems in California, the CS120D Super Heterodyne Receiver, UHF DMR HT, today on Ham Radio 2.0.
Shut up and sit down.
Okay, guys, good evening. Welcome to Ham Radio 2.0. I'm Jason, KC5HWB. On this channel, we do reviews and how-tos of everything that's new in amateur radio and a lot of DMR stuff. So if that's something that interests you, consider subscribing below. The CS120D is a newly released radio from Connect Systems out of California. It's American designed, American manufactured, American inspired, but it is a Chinese radio, like most of their stuff is. But all the purchasing and distribution and everything is done from Connect Systems in California, so you don't have to worry about technical support overseas or anything like that. And Jerry and the guys out at CSI are really responsive if you ever have to call them or email them or something like that. So take a quick look here at we're going to get into the radio itself. I just wanted to show you inside the box real quick, which is really nothing spectacular, but just so it's on video. This is the programming cable. It does not come with the programming cable, but it uses the same cable as a CS700 or a CS750. So if you've already got one of those radios, then you've already got a cable to fit this new CS120. Charging station, strap, belt clip, wall wart, and that's pretty much it. So nothing, like I said, nothing really special there. Just the same old as far as a box with a radio in it. Okay, so let me zoom in a bit. There we go. That's better. So you've got pretty much a standard screen here. If you're used to a Connect Systems radio, you've seen this screen before. Very reminiscent of a Motorola XPR 6550. It does have a voice prompt.
Channel 2. Channel 3.
I know a lot of people ask me that question when I review a new radio. Does it have a voice prompt?
Channel 4.
This one does indeed have a voice prompt. This is your menu button right here. You can scroll through here, scan settings. That's all that's available on that because that's an analog channel.
Channel 30. Channel 30. Channel 60. Channel 3. Channel 2. Channel
That was
1.
weird.
Channel 60.
It's only got 16 channels in the zone, but I wonder if it's actually... There we go. Radio ID. Of course, this is straight out of the box, brand new. Model name, CS120. Firmware version is 2.01.0.13. Okay, so that's the firmware at the time of this recording. And if you just wait a little bit, it'll go back to the main menu, or the main screen, I should say. There we go, channel 1. Now, what I did do was I installed the software, and this is on the computer that's behind me, actually. I'm working with multiple computers here now. And as soon as I got the software installed, the first screen that pops up, it says the program will create a .ini file for your device. Before clicking next, make sure that your device is connected to the system. So we're going to go ahead and connect this up right now. Take the twist tie off of that thing. Let's see. There's that. Does have this little proprietary, the pins on this are closer together than they are on the standard Baofeng or Kenwood connector, whatever you want to call it these days. And there we go. We're setting up. I got a notice in the bottom of the screen here that you might not be able to see. It's right there at the bottom left or bottom right corner. Setting up a device. I haven't installed any drivers. I haven't done anything like that at all. All I did was plug it in. All I did was install the software, and I plugged it in to the USB port. That's all I've done as of right now. This green icon here is CSI CPS CS120D. CS100D. Apparently it works for the same thing. So I never got a notification that it successfully installed. The screen of the radio looks normal. So I'm going to click Next. Device selection. If your device isn't listed, then either connect it and click Next and enter your device description manually. I didn't get a message at the bottom saying it had been installed, so maybe it installed. If I click Next, I do see HRC7000. So it says select your device from the list. If your device isn't listed, then either connect it or click Next and enter your device description manually. So I'm going to select that, click Next. All of that is pre-populated. I'm just going to go ahead and click Next. We're going to put that wherever you put this is probably just up to you. I'm going to put it right here under Software Connect Systems. And install now. Installing driver. Installation can take up to 5 minutes, it says. And then it says successful. Okay. You never know. I guess it depends on your computer speed. Click OK. Everything goes away. Let me open this software here. This all looks very familiar. If you've ever seen Connect Systems software before, this should not look very different to you. Let's read from the radio. I'm going to click OK. All right, so this is a stock radio that I've not done anything to yet. The read speed is a little bit slow, in my opinion. I mean, it's going. It's moving. It's 87, 88, 89, 90%, 91, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Read successfully. So we've got that. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and I've got my backyard repeater set up in the house right now, and I was listening to it a bit ago on my Anytone radio right here. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the same information real quick. Digital common. A little bit different. It's got this easy trunk. So if you go to Connect Systems website, you got a lot of information about this radio, which you can read through. There's customer comments right there. It is a Part 90 radio, so it's full open transmit from 400 to 480. It is 480. Because people ask me that question right there. Some guys use some kind of commercial band stuff up between like 470 and 480, and a lot of these radios that only go to 470, they don't work. This radio will go to 480, 480 megahertz, and it is Part 90 type accepted, certified right there. So, the best part about this, the best part about this radio, they're claiming, is the super heterodyne receiver. So a lot of people ask, is it a direct conversion or is it a super het receiver? It's definitely a super het receiver in this radio. It will do what they call easy trunking. It can be set to work a group of repeaters, with each repeater supplying 2 logical channels. When the radio is set to easy trunking mode, it will listen to all the logical channels present, all the logical channels presented by an advanced scan algorithm. If the PTT is pressed, it will find the free logical channel to transmit. So ham operators, we don't really care about trunking, but if you want a radio to use on your ham repeaters locally and your commercial business band stuff, this might apply to you. I know a lot of people ask me that question. So it has the ability to roam, can be used under a multi-site scenario to cover a large area without having to turn the knob every time you move. It supports 2 types of direct modes for transmitting 2 conversions in a 12.5 kilohertz bandwidth called free mode and alignment mode. In free mode, the radio will detect the synchronizing signal from the other radio and freely transmit. In alignment mode, it expects a synchronizing signal from the repeater before transmitting. That's kind of cool. I never heard of one doing that. Transmit interrupt allows each radio or dispatch center from breaking into your conversation during an emergency. Useful with hams known to have never-ending QSOs. Oh wow, that's a good point. That's a good point right there. So, Mixed channel capability feature allows the radio to automatically recognize if the channel is analog or digital and allow you to respond in the same way or a predefined way. This feature will be available about June in a free download. So that'll be a firmware update. Sounds good. It is, again, Part 90 type accepted, 400 to 480, 2,000 channels, 250 zones, unlimited number of channels per zone, 1 to 999. So maybe not unlimited, maybe 999 channels per zone, but it does have the variable knob on top that you can just keep turning. It doesn't have the 16 spaces on it. So all that's really good. So let me program some stuff in it real quick. Okay, so your slot operation, you've got slot 1, slot 2, and easy trunk. That's different. Let's see. Two, time slot 2. 2 time slot. Okay, time slot 2 on both of those. So we're gonna do it. Slot 2. Not gonna do that. So let's go ahead and write that to the radio. That. And we'll see how long that takes as compared to how long it took to read it. About the same amount of time, I'd say. Now, I put barely any information in it at all. I put 4 channels in it. I put 2 contacts in it. And I put... no, 3 I put my ID in it, 3 contacts, and 4 channels. So I barely put anything in it at all. But it's still taking about... It goes up 1% every 1 second. So 100% would be 100 seconds. Takes it like a minute and a half to both read and write to the radio, which I think is a little bit slow. But quite frankly, if that's the biggest issue I ever find with this radio, you know, I wouldn't complain about it. Data transmitted successfully. Please wait for the radio to reset to confirm successful write. Okay. In other words, the radio is rebooting right now, which is normal. Okay, let's switch this here. That. And now we've got North Texas wide.
60, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4.
Channel 4, I forgot to name it something. It's still called Channel 4. But that's okay. Everything else is in there, so I'm not worried about that.
3,
Okay.
channel 1.
Let's try that. Okay. Probably hear it in the radio, or in the microphone. KC5 HWB testing on North Texas wide. And we will see if I can see myself on the NetWatch. Watch here, the Bridgecom Systems NetWatch, C-Bridge NetWatch that I've got. I'm going to key this up again. KC5 HWB, KC5 HWB testing, a new radio on the North Texas Wide Talk Group. There you go, right there. Perfect. That's that right there. That's awesome. Okay. So test successful. Nobody's coming back to me. That's a very new talk group. It doesn't get used a whole lot yet. We just created that like 2 weeks ago. So, let's try and see if anybody's monitoring TGIF out there. Yeah, there's Randall and Dave that were just talking. Okay. Unknown IPSC. Ah, okay. So what I did was I programmed the wrong time slot for that specific channel and talk group. That's what I did. So let me go back. So let me go back over here, and I'm going to go ahead and change the name. So that's on slot 2. Yeah, that is wrong. Okay, let me change that. and change that. Let's say GIFOS. Okay, now I'm going to write it again, and I'm not going to make y'all watch that. I'm going to skip this part. Successful. We're going to switch over here and do that again. Okay, good. All right, now, okay, got that rewritten on the correct time slot.
Channel 4.
That's fine.
Channel 3.
KC5 HWB TGIF. So we'll see what the audio quality coming back sounds like. Looks like somebody was in there. KC5 HWB, testing a new radio. TGIF talk group, 31665. There's probably a lot of buzzing in the microphone right now because I'm keying up a DMR radio. It did that on my Fusion radio the other day as well.
Hello there, Jason. KF5KHS.
Oh, there's Michael. Okay. Hey, Michael. Yeah, good afternoon. Good morning. I guess it's still morning. I'm just testing out this new Connect Systems HT, the CS120 Delta. Let me know how it sounds. Far from broken, just subscribed.
It sounds good on my end here. Yeah. I ain't able to use my anytime right now. It's I've been told it's my internet, but I'm not sure it's my internet because my MD380 still works.
Oh.
Flawlessly.
Okay, Roger. Well, whatever you're using right now sounds just fine. I just wanted to get a transmission test and a receive test for this video I'm recording. So, good to hear from you again, Michael. Thanks for coming back to me. And I'll probably be off and on the talk group today. I got a couple other things I'm doing on the radio. So I'll be around. KC5 HWB.
We'll catch you later there. Have a good one. KC5HWB, 73s from KF5KHS.
There we go. So that, so good deal. It would be probably a little bit more successful test if...
Couple of days, Jason. KB5XC, Owen and Albuquerque.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get over here, but...
Owen in Albuquerque. I think I met him last year. I was at the Tapper conference 2 years ago. Hey, Owen. Yeah, good morning to you as well. Sounding good out here also. KC5 HWB. So, probably be a little bit more successful test as far as the receive sensitivity if I were to go out into...
Alrighty. Thought maybe you wanted a couple reports there and what have you.
Sure.
Hey, good day there, sir. And always go over and look at your latest videos there. So
Always fun.
Find them very interesting. Take care, guys. KB Bob.
Very interesting. Okay, man. Sounds good. Yeah, you'll be on video on this one when it releases, probably a couple weeks from now, something like that. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments. I'll let you get back to it. KC5 HWB. So I'm gonna turn my volume down. So so like I was trying to say, it was probably a better test if I was to take it out in the field and do some range testing on the repeater rather than a repeater that's literally about 50 or 60 yards that way. But that repeater is on a dummy load, so it's not like it's on a big tall antenna and I'm getting really blanketed out here. It's on low power on a dummy load. It's a Bridgecom 440 machine running MMDVM, so it's working quite well. But $150. They give you a 30-day money back guarantee, a 30-day trial period. You don't like it, send it back and they'll refund you. And it's got a 1-year warranty against defects. So pretty good little HT from Connect Systems. If you're wanting something that is on the lower end and if you just mainly use hotspots, then a 440 only radio should be fine. So it's another option. I'm not saying you should go sell all your radios and buy this one, but it's certainly another option that's out there. And a lot of people care about that super heterodyne receiver. So since this has that, you might want to look at it. 73, check the links below for a direct link to the radio itself. Special thanks to Jerry at Connect Systems for allowing me to review this radio. We'll catch you guys next time.